Hi everyone. So one other quick bit of movie news to talk about. Now this actually came out yesterday, but I didn't really feel the immense urge to talk about it until just now. And that's the mail track, isn't it, Domino? Um, Apparently now, we as you all know, we're getting the next new Spider-Man rebooted Spider-Man next year, and they're casting a lot of young people. Well, one of the actresses' name is Zendaya's. Zendaya. Does she have a full name, or is this just a Zendaya. The actress's name apparently is just Zendaya. She's got to have another name. I just can't find her. Point being, she's a what's the best way to put it, or best way to say this? I'm not trying to sound racist when I say she's a woman of color. She's not. It's nothing wrong with being a woman of color. I'm just noting she is a woman of color. So people were wondering what her role is in the new Spider-Man movie. I don't know if she's of Latino or Pacific Island descent. Or maybe she is African American. She's definitely darker skinned though. But people were wondering what she's playing. Well, apparently she is actually playing the main love interest of Peter Parker. She is playing Mary Jane Watson, according to all these reports that are coming out right now. And I saw that, and I didn't really think anything of it at the time. But I'm actually on Facebook right now with one of my friends, or my Facebook friends, posted and going, no, about this. And I'm like, what? And why? And then it seems like so many good redheads you can cast, they say, they're talking about. I'm like, that's your problem. You realize Kristen Dunst wasn't a natural redhead, right? She's a blonde. Kristen Dunst is a natural. She's not. I mean, she's not a the blonde. She's like a strawberry blonde. She's not a natural redhead by any stretch of means. That was what we call dyeing their hair, folks. You can do that. And so getting that out of the way, I'm like, why? I'm not responding to them on that subject, because that's a stupid thing that's a stupid thing to get on someone's case about. Is something that they can easily change with a dye job. But now I actually think on it for a second. It's like, oh wait, she's Mary Jane Watson. Let me think on that for a second. Okay, they can easily dye her hair red. In fact, in one picture I got right, and I got right here. It's not like real red. She looks like she's got more like a Aubrey brown. But still, it could be interpreted kind of like red. She could easily make it more of a red. Give her red hair. Sure, she can be Mary Jane. I've never seen the girl act. I'll wait to see how she acts in that, but yeah, she could be Mary Jane. Why not? Tag anything. Sure, Mary Jane being white is not a defining characteristic of Mary Jane. The red hair, let's be fair, is a defining characteristic, but that is just a characteristic that any person can get, again, through a simple hair dye job. So I'm willing, definitely, and I don't know how old she is. She's not that old. She's clearly got to be in her late teens, early 20s. What was it? Oh wow, I'm blanking on our new Spider-Man's first name. Tom Holland. Tom Holland's only in his mid-teens or late teens, so it fits with the motif. But she's an attractive young girl, which is what Mary Jane is. She's supposed to be the knockout bombshell. She can easily get red hair. I'm assuming she's a talented actress. They wouldn't cast someone who's shitty in a role, as far as I can tell. So far, Marvel's been really good at not casting bad actors who have just been phoning it in. I mean, trying to think of any actor I can think of who did phone it in on any movie. Okay, Anthony Hopkins, you could say phoned it in on Thor 2, but he's Anthony fucking Hopkins. It's fine. Even when he's phoning in, even when he seems kind of bored and listless, he's still acting. He still seems good, just kind of a phoned in. Kind of like Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman's never bad. He's just phoning it in a lot of the time these days. But yeah, I'm completely willing to give this a shot. And it gives us more diverse. What a lot of people have been asking for in these movies is diversity. She's a female co-lead, I guess, because she's the female love interest. She's not of Caucasian descent, so there you go. We're getting more ethnic diversity. Perfectly fine. We're getting Miss Marvel coming in a couple years. People are talking about Black Widow standalone movie. We're getting Ant-Man and the Wasp. So we're living in a great day and age for diversity in comic book movies and in movies in general, honestly. Now, there's that whole Bechdel test, whether this movie can pass the Bechdel test for women and stuff like that. I don't want to sound like I'm bashing on women, you know, standalone, or not standalone, independent women, strong women, anything like that. I'm not bashing on that whatsoever. I completely support that. We're getting Wonder Woman next year too, so that's great. But that whole idea of a Bechdel test, I don't know this. I can't remember. I read it once, but I can't remember the specifics I went to. But it's like these certain things that fall into a movie that if it meets one of these certain criterias, it's not a true strong female lead or something like that. And I'm sorry, but I have some issues with that, and I'm not going to really go into it, but to define what a true woman is by these rules that were clearly defined by people, maybe women, maybe men, I don't know exactly, but these are supposedly the true rules to judge something on. I'm sorry, there are no rules to judge something on. There are no. Let's look at Rey, for instance. I think, because I've heard people call Rey Mary Sue. I've heard, and I think they said that this movie, Star Wars, did not pass the Bechdel test. Maybe because she needed saving or something like that. I don't know the real, I might be paraphrasing, I might be getting this wrong. But, no, I would consider Rey a strong female character. I would consider Rey a strong character in general because, simply put, and sorry, someone's messaging me on Facebook. But because, and I'm just using Rey as an example, because a strong character is strong. They have a personal strength. To be strong, you need to have something to overcome. That's a key ideal for strength, is that you need to be able to overcome. Now, you can have strong characters who have already overcome something, and that's why they don't overcome something in their movies. But you don't need. A lot of times you need some sort of conflict or something that they can overcome to be a strong character. And Rey faces that in that movie. She faces things she needs to overcome. A strong character is not perfect. They have flaws. Rey has flaws. She's inexperienced. She's inexperienced in the ways of the world, the ways of the Force. She does need help. And she accepts that. The strength in Rey's character, the reason she is strong, is because she accepts help when she knows she needs help. At least from what we saw in the movie. And again, she's learning from a wise master. Of course, that's the key to strength, is knowing when you can't do something, knowing that you need to overcome something, and knowing when to ask for help to overcome something. That is the key to strength. Knowing your limitations and then learning to surpass them. That is the key to strength in my mind for any character, not just a female character, but for any character in general. So yeah, that's why I don't really go with that whole Bechdel test. If I look at a woman, or any character really, but we're sticking with the female character, if I look at a woman on screen, I look at her character arc, and I think that woman overcame shit, she overcame obstacles, and she arose stronger for it, I call that a strong female character. Granted, assuming there's not other stupid plot threads that ruin that, like frickin' Katniss, unfortunately, in the Hunger Games, eventually lost the strong independent female character motif for me and just fell to the wayside of she's not. When you actually break it down, Katniss is kind of an ass. She's not that likable a character. But anyway, I digress a lot. I went on a bit of a rant there. So, but no, yeah, I'm perfectly fine with this casting for Mary Jane. I think it's cool. I think it's a cool idea. I think it's a fine casting choice. She's a nice looking young lady. I'm sure she's a good actress. I haven't seen her or anything personally, but I'll see her in Spider-Man next year. And yeah, again, the whole red hair thing, that's a dye job for most of those folks. Scarlett Johansson is not a natural redhead. Did you know that? I'm pretty certain she is not a natural redhead. At least I'm pretty sure she's not a natural redhead. I mean, she wears the red. Like Abby from NCIS is not a natural brunette or a black-haired, whatever, raven-haired. She's not a natural raven-haired girl. She is she's a blonde, but she wears that for NCIS all the time. So, yeah, that's nothing more than, hey, I'm going to go into the department store, or I'm going to go into a cosmetic store, get some hair dye, dye my hair red, I'm Mary Jane Watson. Anyone can do that. I could do that. I am the male Mary Jane Watson. I am Martin Jane Watson. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, if you want us to review things, put the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Ideas are who wins. Put that in the comments below, too. Please check out our newest review Kubo and 2 strings. Next week's Who Would Win will be Robin Battle Royale, as I promised. I will double check who I made that promise to, because I always want to give the shout outs to the people who actually suggested stuff.